Hello, it's another episode of Gender Chat Show. My name is Adeze Wankwa. On today's episode, we're talking about rape and taking the shame off the victim. What we do most of the time when we discuss rape is victim blame. We tend to ask questions like, did you go visit him? Why did you let him into your house? What were you wearing? Did you scream? Why didn't you shout? Why didn't you tell him to stop? Why didn't you fight him off? We ask silly questions like the victim is supposed to have the answers as to why she was raped. The victim is supposed to be the reason for her being raped. We don't always get it that the rapist is the one who is the demon here. That it is about control, about subduing, about taking away power of the victim. So when we victim blame, we are actually giving the perpetrator more power to do more in the society. What we do when we're busy trying to attack the victim is you're telling the perpetrator, the rapist himself, like, it's okay, you can go on to the next victim. You can go try someone else. You can go molest another person because nobody is ever going to talk about you. Nobody is ever going to bring up your name. Nobody is ever going to shame you for being a rapist. What we don't even know is most of the time those who are the rapists are those we know, those we consider friends, those we consider family, those we consider close ones, confidants, our spiritual heads, pastors, imams, our bosses in the office, the very people who are supposed to be our confidants, they're supposed to protect us. They're the same people that rape people. So when you actually sit down and say, oh well, what were you wearing? Why didn't you scream? Why didn't you shout? You take away the ability of the victims to heal. You take away their power to be able to seek justice. You take away their sense of worth. You're adding to their pain. We need to start looking at rapists for what they are. They are demons, they are evil people, and they need to be punished. They need to be shamed. They are the ones we need to talk about. I learned something online sometime back, how the game we play when we talk about rape issue. Take an instance, you say Chukwudi raped Amaka. The next time we want to talk about it, to say Amaka was raped. So we've taken Chukwudi off the equation. Then some other time when someone else needs to narrate the story, it becomes, oh, Amaka said she was raped. So now it's not a case of Amaka is alleging. Amaka could be falsely accusing Chukwudi. As a matter of fact, nobody is now going to even ask, so who did she say raped her? We are now making Amaka the horrible person. Amaka said she was raped. Then the next time I want to talk about it, we say, well, Amaka is just bitter because she was raped. So we've left the perpetrator, we've left the rapist. The rapist is walking freely. As a matter of fact, is on the prowl, looking for someone else that will become his victim. While we are busy trying to demonize Amaka, while we are busy trying to ask ourselves what was Amaka wearing, while we are busy trying to say Amaka is very bitter because she was raped, while we are busy trying to say, well, Amaka alleged, Amaka said she was raped, Amaka said, do you understand what we do? We give the rapist the free will to continue prowling and raping, looking for more victims, while we make the victim keep suffering. So we make them, we silence their voice, we silence their will, we silence their ability to seek justice, we silence their power to be able to do something about how they feel. We silence them by talking more about them and not about the rapist. It is the rapist we need to shame. They are the ones we need to put out there. Talk about the rapists, mention their names, call them for who they are, where they work, what they do, who their families are, on what streets, where they live in. We need to talk about the rapist. not the victims. It is about time we stop victim shaming people. It is about time we stop victim shaming the victims. Let's talk about the rapists. We need to deal with the rapists. Mention their name. The more we loud their names, the more we take the shame away from the victim to the perpetrator. The higher our sense of justice, the higher the sense of healing for the victim, and it becomes a warning for others. Other rapists get to know that they wouldn't go scot-free. Other rapists get to know that they once they ever try it, their names will be said among generations to come that they are evil people. They are what they are rapists. But when all we do is talk about the victim, ask her what she was wearing, why did she go visiting, why was she alone with the rapist, why did she allow him to their house, why did she accept to go to a movie with him, we take away the ability to even heal, to overcome that sense of loss, to overcome that sense of brokenness, to overcome that sense of that because they're in a place where they feel like they've been taken, there's nothing left of them, they feel shattered. So when all we do is blame them, we let the rapists go, we let them prowl more, we let them to keep doing more. And please, parents, when we tell our daughters or even our sons, whoever that has been raped, not to talk about it, not to tell anyone because it will bring stigma to the family. No, it is not a good thing. It is not the family that feels the stigma. It is the child that grows up to become a broken person. It is the child that grows up feeling pained, that grows up feeling shattered. Not you. We should not always make it about us. It is about the victim. It is not always about us. It is about the victim. Again, it is not always about us. It is about the victim. Let's stop with this, oh, what will people say? No, sorry, you can't talk about it. I know how you feel, but just keep quiet. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell your auntie. Don't tell this. The more you say, remind everybody saying don't tell, the more you're allowing the rapists to go do more. Because those who would have been warned about the rapists, those who are supposed to guard their children against the rapists, or guard their friends, or tell their friends or loved ones about the rapist, so that they can be aware of the kind of person that rapist is, we allow them fall victims too, by hiding it, by swearing the victims rather to secrecy, by forcing them to keep quiet, by shushing their voice. Let's stop taking the voices of victims from them. Let's stop taking the voices of victims from them. Give them their voices back. Allow them speak their truth. Let's stop victim shaming people who have gone through rape. Please, it is not always about us. It is not always about us. Let's instead listen to them, share their pains with them, and please, let's move the shame from the victim to the rapist, instead of talking about Amaka being bitter, or Amaka dressing somehow, or Amaka alleging that she was raped. Let's instead talk about the rapist, Chukuma, who did the raping itself, or Chukudi. See you some other time. Please make sure to subscribe on our YouTube page and follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. And we don't mind hearing from you. We are interested in your comments and observation. See you some other time. My name is Adeze Wankwe, to the Gender Chat Show. Goodbye.